Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Talks Vibes. How are you guys? I hope you guys are feeling great. I hope you guys are feeling positive. I hope you guys are loving yourselves. I hope you guys are ready to listen to these good vibes, to Let's Talks Vibes, baby. We're talking about accountability today. You need to start taking accountability for your actions. Are your actions good, bad? You need to stop blaming others for your mistakes, just blaming others in general. Stop blaming events. Stop blaming others for things that are happening to you. You are creating your own reality. If you are negative, you're attracting negative things, negative events, negative people because you are being negative. So stop being negative. You need to switch and turn to positive. You need to start being positive, think positive. You need to start being grateful and take it all as it is and learn from everything. Learn from the mistake. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are fine. Mistakes happen to help you grow, to learn something new. You learn from that. That way you don't make the same mistake again. That helps you grow because you figured out something. You made a mistake and that's fine. Whatever you do is on you. Whatever you didn't do is on you as well. You are the creator of your life. You choose what happens to you, the way you think, the way you talk, what you listen to, what you are speaking into existence. You are creating your reality. You are attracting what you are. You are attracting people like you. It's easy to blame others. It's easy to blame others for what's happening to you because you don't want to be at fault. You don't think it's you. People just don't like being in the wrong. You don't want to think that it's you who's doing that to you when it really is. You think it's bad luck. You think, I don't know, whatever the fuck you think. That's you giving control and your power to others. Other people have power over you. You need to take that control back. You need to start taking action. You might be mad because people are calling you up. And you get mad because you're like, oh, they're my friends, they're my family, I can't say no. You can't say no. But you think if you say no, they're not going to hang out with you. They're going to think you don't love them, whatever the case is. But you need to stop thinking like that. You're prioritizing them. You have to think about you. You're going to have to decide. Do you want to go out and invest time into those things? Or do you want to invest time into you, stay in, work on your goal, get whatever you need to get done? Because I know this was a big thing for me. I said it's hard for me to say no. It's hard for me. I would repeatedly say it's hard for me to say no, which that's speaking into existence. If you say that it's hard for you to say no, if you're saying that out loud, it's going to be hard for you to say no because you're manifesting that and you believe that it's hard for me to say no. You need to start saying it's easy for me to say no. Start saying it's easy for me to say no to others and it's easy for me to say yes to me. You have to start saying, oh, I'm prioritizing me. I'm prioritizing my goals. You speak into existence, my peeps. Like that shit is real. And because you think that. I'm telling you, you are the creator of your life. What are you thinking? What are you saying? Is it negative things? Are you thinking negatively? It all starts with you. So they can call you up. They will call you up. But you are the one that decides what's going to happen. Just because they call you up doesn't mean anything. You can't say no. You got to decide what's best for you, what's going to help you grow. But you don't want to say you hate them either. You think it jokingly as well when you say, I hate that they're calling me up, that they call me up all the time. Because you believe that you can't say no for whatever reason. But hate is a strong word. And you don't want to hate them either. You don't want to hate them for calling you. Of course they're going to call you and they're going to keep calling you if you keep saying yes to them and keep going out and following their plans, saying no to your plans and saying yes to them. That makes them feel powerful. That makes them think like, oh, they don't give a shit about themselves. They're going to come with me. No. You got to change that. You can love them, but distance yourself from them. And you might say that you also hate how you love them so much. But that's not true love, first of all. That's not true love. You saying yes to them and no to you is not true love. Hanging out with them, being there for them all the time, that's not true love. You're afraid to let go for whatever reason. You're afraid that they might not love you anymore, which that's not true love either. You're afraid that they're going to think, I don't know, who knows what about you. And that's not real love because you don't even fucking love yourself. You're saying no to you. You think that's self-love? No. Self-love is saying yes to you. Self-love is putting yourself first. Self-love is thinking about you. Not about them, not about what they're going to think, what are they going to say, how they're going to feel about you. No. It's what you feel about yourself, how you feel. I know when I would put other people first and I would say yes to their plans and no to my plans, I would feel shitty after. I would feel down. I would feel bad about myself. I used to hate myself and I would hate myself even more because I wouldn't prioritize me. I wouldn't say yes to me because I had lost control. I lost my control and I wanted to take it back, but it was hard for me to say no because I didn't want to lose those people. I thought those were true friends. I just thought so differently back then, but those are not true friends. I wasn't even me. I wasn't being the real me. And every time I would hang out with certain people, I just felt like my energy was drained. I was just going to places, hanging out with certain people to be likable, to seem cool. And I wasn't me. And I was hurting myself even more by doing that, by not expressing the real me, by acting some certain type of way, doing certain things. I was hurting myself. I was damaging myself internally, mentally, emotionally, physically as well. I was hurting myself, and that's not good. That's not positive, and that's not self-love. And I would blame others for it. I would blame my friends for telling me to go out, for me not getting my stuff done. But it was on me. I was choosing them over me. And that's when I was like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Like, it's hard for you to say no for I don't know what reason. You need to figure that out and you need to fix that because you're looking for approval. You feel like, you're seeking for love in the wrong places, whatever it is. You need to figure that out. You need to dig deep and you need to go inwards and you need to heal. You need to fix that. When you start taking accountability, you start getting your shit together. You start doing your thing. You start putting yourself first. You will lose people, especially those people that are not meant to be in your life, that do not align with your path, with your energy. And that is fine. You can still love them. You don't want to hate those people. You don't want to think anything negatively about that. But that's positive. That's good because those just weren't your people. Those were your people at a certain point in your life when you were a different person, but now you grew. You outgrew those people. That's fine. A lot of people don't like to grow. They don't want to move forward. They want to stay in the same place. They want to be comfortable. That's on them. If it was love that you were seeking from other people, you need to stop seeking for love from others externally. You need to start giving yourself that love. People think it's weird when it's not. Like, dude, it just really isn't. It's the most beautiful thing and it's so awesome. And it just feels so good. Like you loving yourself. When you learn to love yourself, you will know what true love is. And you won't fall for anybody that easily. Like, oh my God, they're doing like little tiny things and you think that's love. No, love is deep. Love is way, way more than just giving you compliments, buying you a few things. That's not fucking love. Love is deep. Love is fucking more than that. It's like touching each other's soul and just understanding, If you want attention, I don't know, for whatever reason, give yourself the attention. Taking accountability is giving yourself attention. is showing yourself love. Because whether it's something good, something bad, you're still taking accountability for it. And I'm not saying blame yourself. Sounds a little bit harsh, like blaming yourself, but take accountability that you didn't for whatever reason. Acknowledge what you did. Do not hate yourself for it. It's showing love to yourself. You don't want to hate yourself. Even if there's something you can't figure out, you will figure it out. You're stuck on this idea. You want it to go this certain way, but sometimes it just doesn't go the way that you want it to go. And it's fine. You just got to go with the flow. You got to go with your flow. There's just some things you cannot control. And life hits you with these things, with these little hiccups, with these tests. But you just always have to remain positive and look at the bright side, knowing that it's all going to fall into place. As long as you are doing you, you have control of certain things. So control what you can control. Focus on that. Don't focus on what you cannot control. Stop investing time into that because there's no use. Focus onto the things that you can manage, that you can change for the better, for positive outcomes. Taking accountability for your actions is change. It's positive change. And it's growth. Because once you start taking accountability, you will realize what you are investing your time into. You will see what you're getting done, what you are not. It helps you with self-discipline, time management, and you see that you are in control, that you are the creator. You will actually start doing stuff and getting stuff done. You will take it serious. You'll get serious with it. When you don't get things done and you don't get into doing something you really want to do, you feel shitty after. You feel bad because you didn't do it. And when you take accountability, you'll realize like, oh shit, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel bad about myself. I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what brings me happiness. And I want to try out new things. So you will. It's literally all on you. Stop looking for excuses. Blaming others is just an excuse. It's also an excuse for you not getting things done because you might fear of trying out something new. You might fear taking a risk. So you keep saying no to you. And you keep looking for these excuses for the going out, hanging out with friends, the drinking, just doing whatever it is in order to not spend time with you and to just think about what it is you want to do, to think about your life, to think about you, to think about your future, to think about what you're doing because you don't want to face your reality. You might not like your reality and you're just escaping. That's also a way to escape. Escaping yourself. You don't want to escape yourself. You want to start loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are and what you have. Be grateful for everything that you have and you can still work towards more. Start taking accountability and start doing what it is you need to do in order for you to grow, in order for you to level up, in order for you to get where you truly want to get, and in order for you to attract whatever it is that you want to attract. Because it is scary. Taking a risk is scary. Trying out new things is scary. But that's fine, dude. That it makes it's kind of fun. Don't think about it as scary. Think about it as a new opportunity, as a new lesson, as new knowledge. Because even if it doesn't come out the way you want it to come out, you will still learn from it. It's all about the process. Everything that you go through, that you experience, the end goal is great. Yes, of course it is. Very rewarding too. You feel like, damn, like this was all worth it. But sometimes things do not work out how you plan. And that's fine. Don't get all devastated about it. Don't get all negative and feel all bummed out. It's totally fine. It's better to take that risk and do whatever it is that you want to do. Try out new things, go through that experience instead of then looking back at it if you didn't do it, didn't take the risk and be like, fuck. Like, you don't want to be with that what if. Just fucking go for it, just do it. Don't be afraid. You will find your way throughout the way, and you just got to love yourself through it all. Another thing too is just the fear probably of being alone when you're focused on you and working on you, working on your goals. It's okay. You're never really alone. I believe you're never alone because you have yourself, you have your soul, you have your guardians. If you believe in God, you have God. You're never alone. You might be physically alone with you, but you're never spiritually alone. You have your inner child, so you're never alone. And don't fear of being alone. You learn so much when you're alone about yourself. And you just gain this different perspective on life, gain all this wisdom, and it's amazing to reflect and just learn from whatever it is that you've done and see your growth, because growth, you can't define growth on external looks, on anything external. Growth is internally. It's that growth mindset, the way you think, the way you act, the who you are. Are you truly yourself? Are you not? Are you still faking to be somebody that you're not? Are you hurting? Are you happy because you're expressing the real you and just doing you? Don't there's no reason to fear anything. It's really yourself that be holding you back. That your mindset, your beliefs, that fear. So let go of that fear. There's no reason to fear. Go in with anything, whatever project you're doing, whatever it is, step in with that positive mindset, with that positivity. And go from there. Go in with that self-love as well, okay? Do not forget to love yourself through everything and anything. You are really responsible for you. There was a couple times I babysitted. I don't know if you guys have ever, but when you are responsible for a child or anything that you're taking care of, you're responsible for yourself too. And you have to learn how to take responsibility for any of your actions. So you want to make sure you're also taking care of yourself. You're responsible for yourself, how you treat yourself, how you're talking to yourself, what you are feeding yourself, what you allow yourself to watch, what you allow yourself to listen to, what you allow yourself to intake. What energies are you getting close to? And it's just, for me, accountability. When you take responsibility, I see it as a very positive thing. I admire it because it's this true honesty that comes from within. I'm just like I admire you. And it's just so freeing. Like taking responsibility instead of blaming somebody else. Because when you're blaming somebody else, you're actually giving them control. That doesn't make you seem less bad. No, that makes you seem even worse. Because you're telling me, oh, so you're giving them control over you. They told you to do it, so you did it. You're blaming them for telling, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. You're telling me that you're not in control of you. And that's sad. And that just shows me how weak you are. You're not strong enough to take responsibility for your own actions. You're not strong enough to be honest. You're not brave enough. You're not showing any bravery. You're showing fear. Because being honest is being brave, is being vulnerable. You want to be brave. That's being brave. That's not being weak. That's not being a pussy. That's not being, all these things that people might call you. Fuck no, that's being brave. That's being honest. And that's something admirable. That's something that people will admire. So start being brave. Start taking accountability. I wish you guys the best. I wish you guys the best healing. I wish you guys the best life, the best love. I wish you guys the best. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I hope this inspires you guys to start taking accountability, to start loving yourself. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace, my babes.